All right, Melody Fight fans from my MMA News, and I am joined by my buddy Lenny, the Gorilla Rufati. Lenny is going to be back in Atlantic City at Ring of Combat. He's 2-0 on his short career so far, but he's working hard. Lenny, man, before we talk about your fight, just tell me how you're feeling mentally and physically. I mean, this has been like a routine for you. It seems like you get into a fight, you've been winning, and then you're like taking a week or two off, and you're right back in camp. So how you feeling?
First of all, once again, Bob, always us fighters, we love and appreciate your hard work, what you do, all the interviews, and we just want to seriously thank you. So from the bottom of my heart. Also, yeah, camp is great. It's like the last couple times I've been telling you, really feeling at home now. The guys at the gym love me. I love them. We're really clicking. I'm truly blessed. I got my family here. Uh, Life is good, brother.
Well, before we talk about you, let's talk about some of your teammates that you were just talking about, because the news just broke that one of your teammates, a guy that you train with, you roll with, Anthony Pettis, is going to be taking on Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is finally getting back. This is like a fight that everybody wants. I'm assuming you're going to be working, I'm working with each other, but you're obviously in the middle of this because he's not just your training partner, he's your friend. How's the atmosphere? You guys got to be pumped up.
Oh my God, we are so pumped up. What did he just do with it? He called out a big top 10 name, top 5 name, Thompson, knocked him out. Thompson's never been knocked out. I honestly, truly believe he can do the same thing to Diaz. We got Duke Rufus, man, the best MMA striker in the world. We have amazing jiu-jitsu. This is a great matchup for us. I think I say my man Anthony knocks him out in the first round. I don't see why not. He's on fire right now. I know. He's always working hard and helping others. And it's just, we are so pumped at Roufusport for this.
Well, that's got to help your game because, they're at a level that every fighter wants to get at, fighting for world championships. And like you said, Duke Rufus, you guys are at the top of the food chain right now. So that's got to give you confidence, because when you're listening to your coach, and you're listening to people who have been there, it's just got to make you feel even better about what they're telling you, and you're listening more intently. I know that you are a good learner and a good listener, which is part of the process of becoming a great mixed martial artist. You got to be humble and take advice.
Yes, 100%. I also noticed here in Wisconsin, I've done some local jiu-jitsu tournaments, and whenever they see a Roufusport guy, they all have kind of like that, oh shit look, like, all right, these guys are the real deal. Let's not mess with them. We're like the big guys on the block. It feels awesome, man. Top team in the area, one of the top teams in the world. You're right.
Well, listen, Coach Joe came on the trip with you last time, but after the fight and the film comes out, does your team get the film and go over it with you and like smack you in the side of the head? Lenny, this is what you did wrong. You can't do that again. Is there a lot of that
oh yeah,
in the film?
Oh yes. So actually, right after the fight, me and Joe were sitting in the hotel room, or we were looking at it, and he's like, "See, you did that again. Oh, see, you did this again." We always analyze. I always make sure I get what did I do correctly, so I can keep doing that, and also what did I do incorrectly, so I stop doing that. And then if they see it at the gym, because our coaches closely watch us every time we spar, every time we roll. They're just looking at, hey, you did that wrong. Hey, you did this wrong. Hey, you did this right. They're constantly thinking about, even when we're out at the gym, we get messages and videos from Duke and saying, hey guys, do this. Hey, all our coaches think about is the fighters and fighting. It's eureka, man. I don't know how to explain. It's unreal.
Is it going to be the same situation for you? Is Coach Joe coming east with you, and you're going to have Ryan and Trent in your corner again?
So this time we're going to change it up a little bit. Coach Joe's been real busy. He just went to St. Louis, and then he was at Bellator Chicago last night. So this time I'm going to bring Emmanuel Sanchez, which is the number 1 145-pounder in the world for Bellator. He was just sitting down last night with Scott Coker, the boss of Bellator, and they're talking about, which belt he can possibly go for, either the rematch with Patricio Pitbull at 45 or 55, because that guy just got 2 belts last night. So Manny wants them both. He had an amazing fight with that guy in November. It was it was too close to call. And we're just pumped there. Front row, we had 50 Cent right there. Fedor Emelianenko. I got to meet the legend, man who started it all, Hoist Gracie, whom you said you love the guy. I mean, man, it's unreal. I can't believe where I'm at. I can't believe where I'm at.
That's great, man. That's great. And you know what? And you still retain your relationships with the guys over here and locally. So, you're branch out working if you want to, I mean, I'm sure even if you came back here to visit, you'd have plenty of places you can go work out and it's like a great business where, you keep good relationships and it helps you evolve.
Oh, the guys in Philly love me. And of course, so Ryan Cafaro, 100%, who's fighting next weekend, which I'm sure you know. He's fighting next weekend. Rooting for him big time. He's going to be cornering me, Emmanuel Sanchez, Ryan Cafaro, and possibly, most likely, Edwin Selar from my old gym in Maryland, Method MMA, if he can make it. It'd be awesome, man. So I'm super pumped, man. And we got Joe Piper from Philly. I used to cross-train with them, and I'm hyped, man. It's great.
Well, let's talk about this fight. Tell me about your opponent. And listen, this fight is the first time that UFC Fight Pass is going to carry Ring of Combat, so we're opening up even a bigger doors because now people are going to be going on live on you. Listen, UFC Fight Pass is, if you're a fight fan, everybody has it at this point right now, so you're getting even more exposure. Tell me about your opponent. Tell me what you know about him, and what have you been working on to get better so that you can be 3-0 after this fight?
Sure. So, firstly, Lou Neglia is the man. God bless Lou. He's a super awesome guy just to hang out with and talk to. He's been working really hard. He said he wanted to get the UFC Fight Pass deal because he feels like us local fighters deserve that recognition. So hats off to Lou. Hats off also to Frankie Perez for bringing me in on the show. So I'm very appreciative of him as well. And, oh, man, when I saw the news that morning, maybe about 10 days ago or so, I was super hyped. I was super pumped. I mean, dream come true. Everything. I feel like everything's happening so fast with this. But so anyway, your question, what was about?
Troy, you're fighting Troy. You're fighting Troy.
Yes, so I'm fighting
Troy. Your opponent.
Seems we've seen extensive film on him. First of all, he seems like a very nice guy. So very good a sportsman. However, obviously, we have seen some holds that we feel like we can, attack. So I feel very good about this. Feel very good about this fight.
All right, man. But listen, give some shout outs, some love to your sponsors. I know that you have a huge following over here. Your Albanian community gives you a ton of love, which I love to see. I know, like the place for somebody who's from Wisconsin, you still held all your roots here, and they'll be you. Hey, listen, they bring the energy, man. Your people bring the energy to the Tropicana. Give some love out.
Yes. We're just before I get out some love, so I wanted to say, we're fighting May 31st. I'll be the one guy from Roufusport flying out East Coast, but then we have 5 other guys fighting on LFA, which that's on national TV. 5 guys, so that's 6 fighters in one night, man. So we're all in camp together. It's freaking awesome. But yes, sponsors, it's so grateful for these people. I wanted to say my number one sponsor, Unparalleled Greatness. They've been feeding me ever since April 1st, all the way up until the fight. 3 meals and snacks all day, every day, and I'm just too great. I can't believe it. Free food for 2 months. That's a lot of time and effort and money. So thank you to them. Also, Sal's Pizzeria, New York style, pizza here out in Wisconsin. My boss, who's going to fly out to Atlantic City to watch me fight. I manage his store. I can't believe it. We got Harry's Prohibition Bistro, Tech Electric, that's out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Newport Car Service in Staten Island, New York. Besso Auto Repair in Staten Island, New York. Made in Astoria, also Staten Island, New York. A bunch of Albanian business owners helping me out, and man, I love them. Also, Plymouth Pizzeria, Parkside Family Restaurant, my sister's place, and Harry's Diner out here in Wisconsin. Love you guys. This has been, honestly, the most love I've ever felt in any camp, and everything is going great, brother. And I can't wait to see you, Bob, after the fight. We'll have a drink like usual or something.
Man, keep working hard. I know you are, and like I said, I can't wait to see you again. It was great talking to you. I know you still got a few weeks best of luck with your final preparations and your weight cut. I know it's routine for you now. It won't be a problem. Stay well, and I'm glad to see you don't have a shiner this time. Every last couple of times I saw you had a shiner.
Yeah, I had a shiner a couple of weeks ago, but it finally went away.
All right, my man. Lenny, it's always a pleasure, my man. Good to see you again. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Bob, and happy holiday today. God bless you, brother.
Amen.